What's up, guys? Jake145 here, here to do my WWE Vengeance pay-per-view review. So let's begin. So the first match was a tag team title match between Team Airboom versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. And this match was a decent tag team match, and Team Airboom retained the titles. And I like how Team Airboom is still have the tag team titles because WWE needs a strong leading tag team in order to rebuild the tag team division. So it makes sense for them to still become champions. But also, since Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger didn't win the titles, I knew that Dolph Ziggler was going to retain the U.S. title because the next match was between Zack Ryder versus Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title. And this match wasn't really all that great, guys. I mean, Dolph Ziggler barely did anything, and Jack Swagger, was trying his best, and he performed all right. And there's a lot of outside interference, and it really ended in a weird way because Dolph Ziggler ended the match by hitting Zack Ryder with a super kick, and I know that's one of Dolph's signature moves, but still, like, ending the match with a super kick, like, that's pretty weird. I mean, it would have been better if Dolph dodged the Rough Rider and then the leg lariat, and then Dolph Ziggler get him with the sleeper hold. I mean, but the super kick, like, it was really random. But it wasn't really a good match, but what do you expect? The next match was the Divas title match between Eve Torres and Beth Phoenix, and this was a really good match. I really liked this Divas match. Beth Phoenix retained the title, but I don't understand though why a lot of people don't like Eve Torres. I mean, for me, I like Eve Torres because she's one of my favorite divas because she has a really good move set, which most divas currently right now in WWE don't really have, except for like Beth Phoenix and Natalia. But Eve Torres had always had a solid move set with kicks and punches, and how she could use standing moonsaults and whatnot, and the spinning DD neckbreaker. She has a solid move set, and I don't know why a lot of people don't like Eve Torres, but in the end of this match, Beth Phoenix won, and it's good that she did win because Beth Phoenix, she just won the title, and if you want to make Beth Phoenix look like a strong champion, you need her to have like a decent title run. So I'm glad that Beth Phoenix retained the title. So the next match was between Kristen and Sheamus, and this match was yet again another decent match. Sheamus won the match though, which I was pretty surprised because I thought that Kristen was going to win the match, and it'll build more fire to the feud between Sheamus and Kristen. But Sheamus won again with the road kick. Yeah, I mean, I really thought that Kristen was going to win the match, but both performed well. I don't really have that many complaints about it. And maybe Sheamus will be pushed forward to a later World Heavyweight title match between Mark Henry. Who knows? And so the next match was the tag team match between CM Punk and Triple H versus R-Truth and The Miz. This match was an alright tag team match. I actually liked it. We saw a lot of tag team moves here and there. And in the end, The Miz and R-Truth won the match. And Kevin Nash also made his return and actually attacked Triple H and got him with the jackknife powerbomb. I actually was suspecting that Kevin Nash might return and might build something towards Survivor Series with like the conspiracy versus Triple H and CM Punk and whatever team they have. But they kind of made it seem like Kevin Nash had injured Triple H, but who knows what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw. Maybe Kevin Nash is going to be re-signed and then they're going to have a good Triple H versus Kevin Nash at Survivor Series. Who knows? But the tag team match was an alright match for me, in my opinion. And then we have the match between Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Now, I was a bit surprised that this match wasn't for the IC Championship because it would make it a little better, but it wasn't for the championship. And Cody Rhodes performed well, and even though Cody Rhodes lost this match and Randy Orton did win, it still makes Cody Rhodes look strong because he is the Intercontinental Championship, and Cody Rhodes, Intercontinental Champion, sorry. And this still makes Cody Rhodes look strong, and he's doing a good job with the IC title. I mean, I can take Cody Rhodes seriously as a champion and as a future World or WWE champion. So it's really looking good for Cody Rhodes' part. And Randy Orton winning, I'm not surprised that Randy Orton won, especially since it wasn't for the title. Because if it was for the title, then Cody Rhodes probably would have gotten disqualified or something. Who knows? But it was a good match between Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. Not really many complaints there. And it makes sense too, since Cody Rhodes has had the upper hand between with Randy Orton with bagging him with the paper bag, so it makes sense that Randy would win. So we have the World Heavyweight Championship match between the Big Show and Mark Henry, and this match was an alright match. You know, since they're two large athletes, you wouldn't really expect um, that much, but it was a good match. You know, Big Show is a good athlete. Same thing with Mark Henry. They had some good moves here and there, and I actually thought that Big Show was going to win this match, but it ended off with Mark Henry doing the superplex to Big Show on the top rope, and then the whole ring exploded. And this is reminiscent towards what happened to Big Show years ago, because there was a match on SmackDown between Brock Lesnar and the Big Show, and you know the ring. Brock Lesnar had did a superplex to the Big Show, and the ring collapsed, and that was like the biggest shocker, you know, for SmackDown. But it happened again to Night of Vengeance. It was a really good surprise, and the crowd got a good reaction too. Um, it was good though that the match ended this way, and so maybe it'll build up even more between Big Show and Mark Henry to maybe after Survivor Series, or maybe at Survivor Series, but probably would have the traditional, you know, Survivor Series match between like the Big Show's team and Mark Henry's team. But I like this match. You know, you wouldn't really expect much from a big guy match, but this was an alright match, and. But it was a little weird though that they would have like the ring collapse and then they have a WWE Championship match. But it makes sense because in this match between John Cena and Alberto Del Rio, it was the last man standing match. So it was actually funny before the match even started when John Cena had this entrance. There was this guy who had like this anti-John Cena shirt. It looked like it was custom made, I'm pretty sure. And it was actually funny because John Cena looked like he was having a small discussion with the guy, and gave him a look. I'm not even sure. And then he ended up giving him his cap. And you know, it was really weird because you have an anti-John Cena shirt, yet you're gonna take the guy's hat. And I just think, you know, fans are pretty weird when it comes to that. But now with the match between John Cena and Alberto Del Rio, it was an alright last man standing match. It had happened mostly inside the ring, and then they went outside of the ring. So I was expecting them to do that because that's how last man standing matches are usually portrayed. You know, it was a good last man stats. You know, it wasn't really like a technical match. It was more of like a brawl, and we had some interference at the end with R-Truth and The Miz as they hit their finishers on John Cena. They ran away, and Alberto Del Rio hit John Cena with the belt, and then he ended up winning the last man standing match, which is good because I honestly didn't want John Cena to win this match because, you know, him winning the championship again would not make sense, and it's just going to build more story towards the Survivor Series match that they're going to have. Not entirely sure what they're going to do, but it's probably going to be like Kevin Nash, The Miz, and R-Truth, and some other people with John Cena, CM Punk, and Triple H. But who knows what's going to happen. But it was a good build-up leading towards Survivor Series. Overall, I have to say the pay-per-view was pretty good. The Divas match for me was like one of the best matches, surprisingly. I really did like this match, the Divas match, because it was really good. It was a good performance by the two Divas. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on the whole pay-per-view. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What was your thoughts on Divas match and WWE Championship match? Thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please like. That helps me out. And if you subscribe for more wrestling vids or other vids I do on my channel, seriously, if you do like my vids, subscribe to me. Because I get great feedback from you guys, but you guys don't subscribe to me somehow. But you know, it just helps. So yeah, just comment below your thoughts because I like to see other people's opinions about certain things. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Yeah, whatever.